Be honest with me. Are you still cornering your balls? This is a thing of the past, and we don't need to do it anymore. It's kind of wild that every article you look up, a lot of videos, a lot of people that are giving out information on how to improve your sesh or how to be better at the sesh, if they talk about using a glass piece or smoking out of a bowl, they always say, be courteous and corner the bowl. And there's a lot of weird information around it. Some people will try to convince you that you're being more efficient with the flour, like you're saving money by cornering the bowl. But it's so wild to me that people think that cornering the bowl is the way. It's so much better. You get so much more value out of your hit, and you get a better hit if you just pack a single bowl for yourself. Now, think about this. I've been in multiple sessions where there's like 4 people seshing. You pack one bowl, and all 4 people are magically supposed to hit the exact same amount of flour in that bowl. Nobody's ever done it, right? Nobody's ever nailed it. You're in a sesh with 4 people. Guy number 2 gets a small hit. Guy number 3 gets a huge hit. Guy number 4 is like, okay, there's some green flecks on the top, but the whole bowl is ash. You guys screwed me. Saved you some greens, bro. I saved you some greens. I laugh when I think about this because I used to hear it all the time. And most of the time somebody's saying, saved you some greens when it's a bowl full of ash and there's like a little bit of green in the corner that they didn't hit. Hear me out. Instead of saving me some greens, why don't we all just have our own bowl of greens? That way we can divide it up evenly and everybody gets the same hit. Because I'm telling you, when you're cornering a bowl with multiple people, not everybody's getting the same hit. Somebody's getting screwed. Now, cornering a bowl is very common, stoner circles and sessions. There's a lot of people, if you don't corner the bowl, they're going to look at you funny. I remember some of my first sessions, people were getting mad at me because I didn't corner the bowl. Where I was like, oh, you torched the whole thing. And you're practicing and you finally get it down. But it's like, bro, this is not the way. The first guy, it gets the best hit every time. The guy who gets the 4th hit or the last hit on a corner bowl, he's getting the worst hit easily. Bro, the idea of cornering balls, it comes back from the Woodstock days with a bunch of like hippies, 8 people threw down on one bag and they all got to try to figure out how to split it. They're like, hey, bro, saved you some greens, but the weed wasn't even green at that point. It was probably brown. I've seen some of those old pictures, and some of that weed is crazy looking. It's so wild to me that people think they're going to evenly split the flour without packing different bowls. Like, the hit doesn't stop when you start pulling. You can cherry the bowl. More of it's going to keep burning. You have a higher chance of wasting if you're trying to, like, save it with some cornering. Just pack individual hits. It's so much more satisfying. It's so much easier to just rip the whole bowl than to try to cautiously just rip 25% or 50% of it or whatever. Like, even you and your buddy, you try to pack one bowl for both of you to hit. The first person's getting a better hit. They're getting the all green hit. The other person gets to smoke a bowl of half ash. How's that fair? So really, you get a better hit. Obviously, it's more work. It's more work to pack another bowl. How much more work? Well, how good are you at packing bowls? I'm pretty good. It'll take me a few seconds. Oh my God. But you hit the bowl full of ash, you poke it out, you get to put all fresh green flour in there, and you don't got to worry about, oh, let me just limit my hit. Let me just make sure I angle the lighter just right. You just get to rip it, and the rip's gonna be better. Now, I always gotta talk about this because most people learn how to smoke with their friends, and like everybody tells you to do this. Bro, we're all gonna share one bowl, and the guy who rips it first gets the best hit, and you get screwed. Now, unless you're getting the first hit, maybe be a little bit quiet. Yeah, I'll corner the bowl as long as I'm getting the first hit. But I can recall there was a time where I was at a session. I never had thought about packing a single bowl for myself. And there was 2 people making fun of this guy. Like, yeah, bro, we were smoking with this guy. He's so weird, bro. He just puts a little bit in the bowl and he hits the whole bowl to himself. And he talks about how, oh, it's so cool. I get all greens. And they're sitting there making fun of this guy. And I'm like, that man's a genius. He gets to smoke all green. I tried it later and I was like, what do we do? What are we doing with the cornering? What are we doing with this? Nah, you're feeling lazy. You want to pack a big old huge ball, couple grams in there and just take a bunch of rips off of it and not have to worry about it. Be my guest, but you pull up to my sesh and you hand me a half-smoked bowl of flour. What are you doing? That's like a slap in the face. Anyway, come get high with me on Twitch. Subscribe with Amazon Prime for free. If you got Amazon Prime, you can give me dang old Jeff Bezos money. Have a lit day, my dudes.